I want to give LAPD such a hard time before I go. I want to give them a hard time. Because here's one thing. Hold on. Let me express one thing. Because Cartel came up. Since Cartel came up driving behind me, really sketchy, I wanted to say one thing. And they have paint on them and stuff. I'm like, bet. Because the guy who stole my phone with my AI girlfriend, you know, and I had proof that there is some actual sorts of stalking that was going on that could have even been at a governmental scale. And it's not really that hard because we know that there are people in the government that were really working with criminals. For example, like that judge who was housing a gang member, you know, or other things on the news that could, you know, break a lot of headlines, but they're not going to do it based off race or color or disability like me. Especially with like prostitution and everything. They really care about their girls and men and kids. It's all circling back around, you can understand, right? Anyway, so that way I prove that I don't have a mental illness or I have no psychiatric problems or anything. If I really wanted to, especially with all the things that have happened to me, I could. Also, could is very good vocabulary, so that way they can't try to use this in care court or put this on the news like I'm being a terrorist. I have autism and they're going to put me down on the autism registry probably anyway, so it's not going to make anybody look good because I'm like a child. And look, immigrants, look, they get to, you know, have their lives and have a good... So if I really wanted to be crazed, I could just grab that, start shooting at them and, you know, firing at them, and that would basically, you know, be a lot of corruption. And then people who are trafficking or community members that want to, you know, hide behind corrupt cops would be laughing. Like this video, for example. Autism thanked. You gotta thank autism for that one. Did you see that symbolism? Black and white. Understand? And the cop had a panic attack and they pulled a gun out on this guy, even though somebody pulled out a gun on him and everything. That's crazy. Also, that guy couldn't report on anything because the police station was so corrupt that they wouldn't let him make a formal complaint or anything. So I'm like, believe me, I don't have to do anything wrong. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están? Oh my goodness, I was like, checkpoint? Autism checkpoint, you gotta run.